everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're taking a look at Flashpoint Beyond. This is an overview of this trade paperback. This collects Flashpoint Beyond 0 through 6. Yeah, 7 issues right here. Written by Jeff Johns, Jeremy Adams, Tim Sheridan, art by Hermanico. It's also got Mikhail Hanin down here also, or Janin. Eduardo Riso doing the 0 issue, and some Gary Frank. So, what is Flashpoint Beyond? Well, some might call it a sequel to Flashpoint. That's right. This is Flashpoint. This is the thing that launched the New 52, and you might say it's a sequel to Flashpoint. It kind of is. It deals with Flashpoint Batman, which is Thomas Wayne, who appeared first here as this guy right here, is right in the back, and he was kind of the guy helping Barry Allen do his stuff in this Flashpoint world. This is a world where Bruce Wayne died in the alley and his father became Batman, very hateful, and he was a killer because he was sad his son died. Well, we are returning to that here. Obviously, Thomas Wayne Flashpoint Batman has been around for a while in the DC universe thanks to Tom King, but Jeff Johns has taken him back to his own world here to kind of continue that world story. Now, it is a little confusing when you're reading it because you have Thomas Wayne talking about all the events he's gone through. If you haven't read Tom King's Batman, this might be a little confusing. If you haven't read City of Bane or any of the other stuff, Justice League Incarnate, the last place he appeared before this book was, I believe, Justice League Incarnate, and then he got shuffled back to his own Earth, which should not be here. So the whole point of this book is Flashpoint Batman going, hey, this should not be here. But obviously you have some other things going on. This is kind of a follow-up to Doomsday Clock because you have Marionette here and her husband, I think it's Mime, straight out of Doomsday Clock with our Bruce Wayne Batman investigating things with the snow globe, which will tie in at the very end of the book here. This is number 0 with Eduardo Riso doing art, which is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. And then once you get to issue 1, you have Hermanico take over, and he's a phenomenal artist. And now issue 1 is like, I gotta say, it's like 40 or 50 pages. But then you get some framing devices here with issue 1. Very thick paper. Oh my gosh. Thick matte paper, which is very nice to see. Mikhail Hanin doing the Bruce Wayne stuff before you jump to Hermanico's art in the Flashpoint world. So it's basically like, if you're in the Flashpoint universe, you're looking at Hermanico art. If you're in the DC universe, you're looking at Mikhail Hanin art. So Mikhail Hanin kind of bookends some of the stuff here in some of these pages. Not this particular issue, but right here. This is Mikhail Hanin. So anything with Bruce Wayne, the Timekeepers, all that stuff is him. Anything else with Thomas Wayne, Flashpoint Batman is Hermanico. And Hermanico is a phenomenal artist. I think I first saw him on the Injustice weekly books, the same way we found Bruno Redondo. They are both phenomenal artists. They are DC's future. Get with them. Get with the program. They're fantastic. But basically, yeah, Flashpoint Batman he's trying to solve a riddle and trying to solve a crime at the same time as wondering why he's still here in this world, because everything in this book takes place post Flashpoint number 6. Like, everything that happens in here happens, the world gets destroyed, rebooted, whatever, and then back to this world here. So Batman is thoroughly confused. He's been all around the multiverse, and he's on a world that he knows shouldn't exist. So he's trying to solve a murder at the same time as trying to also then get rid of his world again because he knows it shouldn't exist. Here's Flashpoint Superman on the cover here. You have the Flash running around. So the Flash doesn't really, it's called Flashpoint Beyond, but the Flash isn't really in here. It's just Flashpoint because that is the definition of this world, right? This Earth. You got Jor-El here. Murdered Eobard Thawne. Some time travel shenanigans. Now, I read these in single issues as they came out, so I haven't reread it since I got the trade a couple weeks ago. But I gotta say, it feels more like it's kind of advertised as a sequel to Flashpoint. But unless you have the Flashpoint Batman story. If you haven't read that, which is also by Eduardo Risso on art, and I think Brian Azzarello wrote it, not Jeff Johns or Jeremy Adams. But if you've that, this is like a sequel to both. I really need another trade here with the Flashpoint Batman because it follows up on the stuff with the Joker in Flashpoint Batman. At the very end, it all kind of ties together. Right here. If you didn't know the spoiler here, I'm not going to say it. It's a beautiful twist. But again, if you're just jumping into Flashpoint Beyond and have not read that Flashpoint Batman storyline to know who the Joker is in this universe, you're going to be missing out because that was a wonderful tale with a wonderful twist. Her relationship to Thomas and Bruce, who this person is, all that stuff is revealed. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so it kind of ties back into Doomsday Clock with Gary Frank's art here on the last 2 pages. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. It's a bunch of alternate covers here that have to do with the original Flashpoint series. Not really much in the Flashpoint Beyond. Jason Fabok here, who did, that crossover with Batman and Flash. What's it called? Oh, man, my brain's farting. The Button. There you go. Homage to the Crisis on Infinite Earths trailer, referencing Infinite Crisis because you got Blue Beetle's first appearance here, Superman from Earth 2, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, the moment in Infinite Crisis #1 where they're like, "You suck. You're only relevant because you died." Alexander Luthor. That's an awesome cover by Ivan Rice and Brad Anderson. Fantastic. I feel like this is lifted straight from the Jim Lee cover though. Like that's not Ivan Rice right there. Anyway. Lots of variant covers back here. That's awesome. And then some sketches. Some stuff with Doomsday Clock, obviously. Some sketches. Fun little trade. I think I like this story. But again, I gotta get myself a Batman Flashpoint trade. You know what I mean? So, man, oh man. That's truly a sequel to like both those books. Not just this one, but also this one. And kind of following up on Doomsday Clock. And like there's a lot to read to really understand where this is. I guess if you wanted to jump in here, you could go read Wikipedia about Flashpoint Batman and what he's been up to with Thomas Wayne and all that. But you might not grasp it all. So it might be a little hard if you haven't read DC Comics in, 10 years or so since Flashpoint. But it is a fun book. The art's phenomenal. Harmonico, Mikhail Hannon, and Eduardo Risso doing a phenomenal job on all the art. So can't recommend it enough for the art for there. But again, the story has a lot to tie back into. So it kind of suffers a little bit there if my recollection is correct. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching this overview of the Flashpoint Beyond trade paperback. And we'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.